Hi, my name is Kimberly Weimer. I am an over 50 makeup teacher, and I am going to talk about simplifying everything beauty related makeup and skincare for 2025. And I just noticed that I put 2024, and I'm thinking, where is this year gone? So if you currently don't follow me and you're interested in getting any of the links, this is FYI, and this is just for anybody who you might be wanting a link from. Instagram may not give you the links or let you see the links if you're not following that person. So if you comment the word live, you will get links to everything that I talk about. I am a retired public school educator after 25 years in public school education. And so then I just kind of immersed myself into teaching easy makeup tips for people over the age of 50, although it's just people with mature skin, okay? What I noticed I'm 55, as I crested 50, that my makeup wasn't sitting the right way. And my basically non-existent skincare routine was all coming to haunt me, okay? First and foremost, you can't expect your makeup to look great if you don't have a good skincare routine. So, keeping your skincare really simple, but making sure you're using quality products can then help you save money in the makeup department, okay? So, because you're gonna need less of it. When your skin is in good shape, you wanna make sure that you cleanse, you wanna make sure that you exfoliate once or twice a week, make sure that you're using the best type of exfoliate for mature skin, because over time what we don't realize is that we have destroyed our skin barrier, and that's truly why we're seeing breakouts, sometimes redness. You are seeing maybe sensitivity to your skin is not really the old sensitivity. It's truly a compromised skin barrier that then is rearing its ugly head when you're using new products. And then also, maybe your skin has just lackluster. So again, if you comment live, I will get you the links to like the Korean skincare that to me is the cleanest skincare on the planet. Because that's the other thing when it comes to simplifying our beauty for 2025. That means using products that are going to be good for the skin, which then is good for your body, okay? I think we get overwhelmed with what we see through ads and through walking through department stores and all of the sparkly pretties that we may be drawn to just through good marketing, but not realizing what happens when we put it on our skin and where it actually goes into our body. So I found a Korean skincare. Koreans are notorious for developing rituals through ancient rooted traditions over centuries, and they've got it right because they are using plants to be able to heal the skin. And that's what I've done. If you have been here for a while and you looked at my skin a year ago, it looks entirely different. And I don't do Botox, I don't do fillers, I don't do anything extreme, I don't do surgery, haven't done anything like that. It's just taking care of my skin. And if that's still you, you go for it. That's just where I am. And all the changes in my skin have happened naturally, okay, just through finding good skincare. So we're gonna talk a little bit about some beauty tips actually let me hydrate right here too, for mature skin that can help you simplify your routine. So first and foremost, just make sure your skin is hydrated before you put any products on it at all. And this actually is Korean skincare. It's a balm, it's a multi-stick balm, and it's really great for dark under eye circles. I use it on my lips for chapstick. It truly $25, okay? So this skincare is very reasonable. And I do want to mention this before I move on, is right now, this is just coming from me personally. If you want to try the skincare, you can try it in the form of an experience kit that looks like this, okay? Don't get overwhelmed by the number of products. It really only takes minutes. But if you purchase an experience kit like that, you get a full-size cleanser from me personally. And also there is a new skincare challenge that my team is offering to anyone who makes a purchase. You will be eligible for up to $10,000 in cash and prizes. It's kind of crazy. So comment the word live. You'll get the details, including getting on my email list so that you can be notified in more details of that. But I just want to throw that out there because some people are interested in that. So I first and foremost love cream products, and cream products are everywhere. But the misconception that I had early on was that cream was going to be heavy. It's going to make me look oily and greasy. But truly what's great about creams is they move with the skin. All right. They don't dry down when your face moves. The cream moves. The other thing is it's buildable, but yet you can be all natural. So I work with customers who love, I just want natural. Like I want polished. I don't want to overdo it. And my philosophy is I just want to look like me, only better, if that makes any sense. I still want to look like myself. Let me know where you're watching from. And again, just comment the word live. All of the links will come to you. It's just so much easier for me to do it that way for you. So then you can kind of pilfer through. Is that a word that y'all use? Because my grandmother used to use that word, pilfer. That's something that you guys can kind of search through. There's also a skincare quiz there. And I'm about ready to talk to you about my favorite makeup that I've been using for 4 years. I had, during the pandemic, found a makeup line because we weren't going into stores, which really stores were part of my makeup issue. I would get paralyzed when I would look at all of different colors. And truly, I was using the wrong colors. Sometimes the colors that we're drawn to are not necessarily the best colors for us. And now, before I have somebody say, we can wear whatever colors we want. Absolutely. You wear whatever colors you want. But once you find out the colors that look best and harmonize most with your skin, it truly takes makeup and actually even your clothing, all of it to a new level. So I found this product line by a company called Saint, which if you're watching from the UK, Saint is coming to you on January 6th. So you're definitely going to want to comment live so that I can get you a personal color match. And Australia, it's coming to you soon. And Mexico, it's coming to you soon. So y'all, this is very exciting. It's already in the United States and Canada. And here is what it is. Okay, so it's the most mind-blowing concept that I've ever seen. And I've been using this makeup for 4 years. I've tried a lot of makeup since then. Being in this space and having so many followers, you get a lot of companies reaching out. Will you try this? Will you try that? Yeah, but nothing holds up. Nothing compares. But the idea of having my entire face and everything that I love, that is for me, my skin, me personally, in one compact is the best. Okay, it's so simple. And this video is simplifying beauty in 2025, scaling down to what we need and not necessarily all the sparkly pretties that we think we need, but we don't really ever use. Okay, so in the end, it's about saving money. And everybody's all about saving money. So anyway, let me just show you. This is my compact. Each one of these tins are magnetic. So they snap in and out. You can see how loved my palette is because I'm not in here to show you everything that looks all perfect. Yours will when you get it, but mine is loved and lived in. This is what a tin looks like. Each one of these tins are about $16, give or take. All right, this is my foundation, or one of my foundation shades, which is another cool piece of all of this. All right, so these snap in and out, so I only have to replace what I use. All right, they look little, but I've had this for months. So whenever you have good skincare or you like a minimal look, these colors will last for months. Some of these lip and cheek colors, 8 months, a year. Okay, so when you think of affordability, it really is affordable. Here's the other cool thing. Like, these are all mine. This is what I travel with. It's all TSA approved. Eyeshadows, lip and cheek colors, illuminators, okay? Versatility. But you could also do something like this, something small. You know, maybe you just want your foundation and a bronzer and a lip and cheek color and you want to be out the door, okay? That's totally doable. It's personalized, okay? So I do something called a color match. And right now you're looking at me in natural light, okay? I never ever use filters, ever. That's part of the issue with women today, is that they have this standard that they feel they need to achieve, which really is not even an accurate standard, okay? With the filters and Photoshop and all the things, it's an unattainable goal, okay? So what you'll see here is just me teaching over 50 makeup tips and using cream products and helping women to learn maybe makeup application skills or little tweaks that they can make to their makeup game that help to give you more confidence. So this is mine. I have a couple different foundation colors, which will help take me to different seasons because we're not the same color all year long. Maybe you are, but for me, like, I am out in the sun sometimes and then I have my winter skin. And so I have a contour here. I have bronzer, I have an illuminator, I have lip and cheek colors, which then double as color correctors if I need a color corrector sometimes. Something with a little bit of green to take away some of the red, something with a little bit of a peach that takes away some of the blue in my under eyes. It's so cool. Everything is just right here. And then if you're an eyeshadow gal, you can put some eyeshadows in your palette too, but you don't have to do this many. You could do 2, you know, whatever works best for you. Saint is also having a Boxing Day sale. So if you are in Canada or the United Kingdom or Australia, I know you celebrate Boxing Day, which basically was a day that the wealthy would buy boxes of things to give to the workers or the servants that worked for them back in the Middle Ages. That's where it basically got his name. But it's kind of like a Black Friday here in the United States where there are a lot of sales. And Saint and also the skincare company that I use their skincare, Remon, they're offering Boxing Day sales from the 26th through the 31st. And so there are those deals as well that are going on. All right, let me show you how I apply this makeup, because truly it, have you ever seen makeup that you can apply multiple colors in a particular place on your face and then you blend it all using one brush or your fingers and blend it all? Because a lot of times we have the old way of doing things would have been to take and layer your products, okay? But as you get older, you actually want less makeup because then you have less chance of it sitting in your fine lines and texture. Yeah, let me know where you guys are watching from, okay? I'd love to know. Comment the word live if there's anything. Thank you, guys. I'm just looking through to see if there's any comments, questions. Feel free. I'm not always seeing them all, so sorry if I'm not answering them. All right, first thing I'm going to do is I hydrated. Okay, you never want to put makeup on a dry face. Ever, ever, ever. All right, first and foremost. All right, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to color correct. All right, and color correction is the way, I'm zooming in, all right. Color correction is a way of countering the colors that you see that you want to diminish without feeling like you have to over apply product. So getting to the root of the problem. I'm going to use a peachy color, and then Saint also has a peachy color called Frenchie. This one is by a company called Amazing Cosmetics. So peach would be to color correct maybe blue. Yellow would be used to color correct purple. Something with green in it would be used to color correct redness. All of those things I can help you with. But I like this color corrector simply because it is a true color corrector. It's a little bit more sticky. So I hydrated under my eyes first. All right, now I'm going to take this and I am going to apply it only where I see the blue. Okay, so do you guys see where I have a little bit of blue and discoloration? I have a vein that likes to stick out some days. Like if I didn't get sleep the night before, that vein will stick out much worse. You can see how I have a lot of blue right through there. There's always this little freckle that looks more blue than others, and I'm just going to tap in that area. Now, I just want that to get a little bit tacky before I end up blending it. And so color correction doesn't have to be difficult. When you think about correcting your problem, think about the color wheel. So identify what color it is that you're seeing. So if you're seeing something that's more in the blue family, you follow it across the color wheel, and there you see the oranges, right? If you see something that's more in the purple family, you follow it across and you see it, the opposite is more in the yellow family, all right? And then if you see more red, it's all in the green family. So it's a little bit of color theory, but don't overthink it. Don't make it difficult. It doesn't have to be. Now, this has had a little bit of time to sit. I'm going to go ahead and just take my finger and tap that in. Now, if I would have put this on my dry skin, okay, and my skin is not near as dry as it used to be before I got a handle on my skincare. But what this would have done is it would have like rolled up. Okay, if you notice that your products are like rolling up and just looking dry and cakey, that's a skin issue, not a makeup issue. Although do check the expiration dates on your products, okay? Any coupon codes that I have, any discounts, when you comment live, I send those with you so that you can be privy to those as well, all right? So I color corrected. Now you can see the blue is gone. Now that peachy hue is still there, but the crazy thing is that it's not like a vibrant peach because it corrected the blue. And so through color science, it fixed the blue. I'm gonna take care of that in just a minute, how I'm gonna cover that because I don't want it peach, but have a eyelash here or a hair. But I just wanted to mention that. So now let's go ahead and apply dimension to the face, okay? So if you haven't ever thought of using a contour, you can totally do this with bronzer. And I'm just gonna dip into a contour and I'm going to place just a little bit up here at my hairline. Okay, and you don't even have to, what I love about creams is they're really forgiving, so you don't have to work really, really hard on blending, all right? For some reason up here at my hairline, y'all, I get people that say, why do you have that white line around your hairline? Well, it just doesn't tan in the summertime either. So without pushing makeup clear back into my hairline, I'm just gonna do the best that I can to get it up there. All right, but you can see how just adding a little bit of dimension at my hairline. I'm gonna also do it right here at my cheekbones, but not in this curvature, this hollow. So back in the day when I was 20, I would wanna do it there, but now that gravity is setting in, things are starting to drop, I'm not gonna put my contour there. Just a wee little bit, and I'm gonna flick up, not down, because then it'll drag my face down. I'm just adding a wee little bit of coverage. Yes, I said coverage. So not only contouring, but when you're using cream products, it's providing coverage there. So I don't need additional products. I'm just placing the color that I need in the spot that I need it. Pretty cool concept, right? All right, the other thing about Saint that I will mention is anything over $50 ships free. You don't have to go through me. You just set up your own free account. You order You'll get emails from me and from Saint when there are sales, but nobody's going to bug you. All right. It's kind of freeing, actually. And you reorder whenever it is that you want. So then you don't have to worry about color. If you need a color change, you just reach out and say, hey, Kim, I need a rematch. This color isn't working for me anymore, which is totally normal. Okay. That's a normal thing for you to be using one color, and then all of a sudden that color isn't working anymore. So, with age and hormones and hot flashes and sun exposure, all the things, your skin tone can change a little bit. All right, so experimenting is fun. I'm going to also take a little bit of contour and I'm going to run it right down my nose just like this. Okay, I'm not going to leave it like that, but contouring your nose is a really nice way to be able to slim the nose. And just on top of that bone with leaving a little tiny white stripe, that's how you make your nose look a little bit thinner. If you have a thin nose, then you would want to make that line a little bit wider, okay? But if you have a wide nose and you're trying to make it thinner, don't come over here. That's going to make it look wider, all right? And then one more place that you absolutely can contour, which is great if you have a double chin, is the jawline. So I have jowls right here. That's that area that just kind of decides to hang, okay? That area right there. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of coming across the saggy area and then right around my jawline. Now, we're gonna blend that so you don't have to say, I can see it. I know you can see it. The idea is to trick the eye, all right? So a lot of what I show is all about tricking the eye because, like I said, I'm not doing anything, and I'm not doing Botox, I'm not doing surgery. I've just decided that it's not for me. So I'm all about finding easy makeup tips that I can kind of just go through the rest of my life and feel good at whatever age I am. Okay. So anyway, that's contour. All right. I do have a scratch right there if you're wondering what that is. That's a whole story altogether for a different day. All right. So now I still haven't applied any foundation, which on some days I just add some lip and cheek color, some cheek color, some lip color. I'll put a little bit of something on my eyes and I'll go and I don't wear any foundation, which if that's you, these are the options that you have. Okay. So color correction, add a little bit of depth and dimension, maybe a little bit of warmth, and then add color to your cheeks, your lips, your eyes, and then go. I think we've always felt that foundation was like a have to. But it doesn't, okay? It doesn't. If you've never been much of a foundation girl, you don't have to be. I was, and now I'm turning into not being. That, again, stems from my skincare. All right, so next is I'm going to go in, and now I am going to apply some foundation because for those of you who are interested in a foundation, I have two colors here. I have my winter foundation. It's light, and I haven't really used a lot of this since last winter. But in the fall, I mix it with my summer. So I have my summer color, my winter color, and I will color match you to both. All right, I'll give you an optional highlight color. And this is, you can decide whether you want it or not whenever you build your palette. But it is to help you to be able to move from season to season. All right, now all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill in. And I'm just tapping, minimal product, tapping, and filling in. The purpose of my foundation is to even out my complexion. Okay, that truly is the reason for foundation, is to even it out. So if you have an even foundation, if you have even skin, which not many people do, but if you do, you might not want foundation. And if you have some areas that you just want to even out, then only put foundation in that area. But that's what's great about cream, and that's also what's great about having the right color for you, because then you have that flexibility. And so being able to mix colors gives you really a lot of power to get it exactly right, okay? Now, I just filled in, and I'm kind of feathering. If you like a fuller coverage, here's what you do. Instead of feathering, you stipple. And I can build coverage where I might need it. Maybe you have some areas that you need a little bit more coverage, then stipple it, all right? But you don't want to overdo it, because number one, it will end up creasing as the day goes on. You might end up accentuating your pores. And if you see that happening, chances are that's you're over applying product. Or you might need to prep your skin differently or exfoliate, okay? All right, now I'm gonna jump into this really light color. And my experience with light color was always, this is a concealer, this is a concealer. Yeah, you can call it that for sure. I prefer to call it a brightening or an accent color, okay? Because there are certain places where you can place this to brighten the face, all right? That's exactly what we need when we get to be my age 55, where we want to brighten certain areas without drawing attention to the texture, okay? Because if you go too light, you're going to draw attention to the wrinkles and the texture. So again, this comes back to the color match, but it also comes back more importantly to placement. If you can't get Saint, just think about this. I want you to think about whatever foundation color you use, and then I want you to go 1 or 2 shades lighter, and that's it. Now watch where I apply it. I like to use my finger. With cream, it warms up easily. So if my finger's warm, my skin is warm, it's just going to kind of blend like butter. I'm going to be able to put a really thin amount, and that's what I want. Like, I do not want a lot of product, because then it's less likely to crease, all right? So do you see where I'm putting this? And look what it did. I didn't put the big triangle. I'm not going too light. I'm just going a shade or 2 lighter. In this particular case, I'm using Hazel and Athens. Those are the 2 that I'm mixing together. They're really neutral. I'm using Palace, which has a little pink tint. And I love that with neutral skin tones, simply because it has kind of some color correcting properties in it. Pinks and peaches, they do. Okay, so I went down between those 2 lines that I contoured. Now I'm gonna blend them all. I don't wanna overblend, but I don't want that definitive line. All I want is to bring that flash bulb effect right to the middle of my face. And I know that you can see it, because I can see it in my wee little phone. Okay, my wee little iPhone that has a tiny little screen. I can see that flash bulb effect. So when you get off of here, or tomorrow when you're getting ready for work, experiment with that placement of just that accent or brightening highlight. Now, for you, if you don't have deep 11s like I do, okay, I have 11s, I just refrain from putting the accent highlight right there. But if you don't have that, absolutely, you can go ahead, and it can almost be like your T-zone. You can put it on Cupid's bow. You can put a little bit here on your chin. But, you know, I have texture there, so I just refrain from doing that. I want to bring the focus right here. All right, now let's add some color. All right, so there are a couple colors that are going to be going on sale for Boxing Day, half off. This is one of them. It's called Pink Slip. I pulled it out of my compact just so you could see, but this is what it looks like. And I'll go ahead and use it on my cheeks. And it is a cream. It is kind of like a semi-gloss, and it looks like a natural flushing, which, again, I love just a natural look, but this one is going to be half off. So I think it's $16, so it's gonna be $8. All right. This has lasted me however long pink slip has been out, months, and you can see I have a long, long way to go. And I do use it pretty often because I love it. I'm about the pinks and the peaches. I had a color analysis done, a virtual color analysis, and I am a soft summer, so these are my colors anyway. Oh my gosh, my nose itches. What does that mean? I'm sure there is an old wives' tale. And then you can continue to add the colors and add more if you need to. Build color there too. Do you see me going into a circle? The reason that I'm applying my blush in a circle is because that is the way that our pores are actually formed on our face. So it just gives it more of a natural look and it will stay put. If you notice that your blush isn't staying all day, you can take like a finely milled setting powder. This is one, it's absolutely fabulous. I'm not much of a powder girl. This is called the Feather Blotting Dust. It also fits in your compact. Again, simplifying beauty for 2025. And you can take a wee little bit of it and just tap over top of that. And I do recommend that for everybody's palette, just because there are days where we all just need a little bit. Hot day, you know, if you live in the South, if you live in a climate that is very humid, a little bit of powder might go a long way. All right, so versatility of Saint. I can use my contour to actually line my lips, so let's do that. And I'm just gonna apply a wee little bit right here, right underneath of my bottom lip. Okay, I don't put it down here because I have lip lines, all right? So I have to be very careful of placing something dark right there will then sink into my lip lines and make them appear deeper because dark colors will recede an area. All right, and then I'm gonna go in, I'll go back in with a little bit of pink slip, but I'm gonna mix it. With a little bit of like a nude gloss, okay? I do like a gloss just because I have really thin lips and a gloss makes them look plumper. Okay, again, just a natural look. So let's do something with the eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and take this light concealer color and I'll go ahead and just use this brush and I'm just gonna paint this light concealer color on my eyelids. All right, let's just do that. Now, I don't want to go too light on my eyelids because I do have mature eyelids. If I go too light, and I also have deep set eyes, so this is just a little pro tip. If you have deep set eyes or if you have a lot of texture, we used to learn that we wanted to take a really like a white matte or a cream matte and place it all over our lid. But because I have deep set eyes, if I put a really light color here, it's going to make my brow bone, which is one definition of deep set eyes. I have this brow bone that kind of protrudes. It's going to make it step forward even more and make it really obvious. So if you're not much of an eyeshadow person, try going more the transition shade route, like the tans or something that's like 2 shades darker than maybe your regular eyelid color. The reason that I use my accent highlight there is because my eyelids are really veiny. You can also use an eye primer, okay? If you need your shadow to last a very long time. Nothing shimmery. This one is in the peach shade. It's by a company called Sigma. Sigma is coming back out with that. It's been out of stock for a while, but they're coming back out in January with it. Amen. So you'll be able to get it. But, you know, this just evened out my eyelids. Okay, so couple of colors that are going to be on sale, 50% off. So I thought, why not save you guys some money? This one is called Lily. This one is called Eternal. And then we have this color called Una. So I'll just go ahead and use these three and just show you a really simple eyeshadow look that you can do as well. Finding a brush that is fluffier. This one is called the eyeshadow brush, so it has somewhat of a denser end and then a fluffy end. I just want to make sure that it's clean. This is a fun fact. Well, it's just a fun addition. So Saint also has this really cool thing. It's called an eyeshadow tin, I think is what it's called. Anyway, this is it's an eyeshadow cleaner. And you take your brush and you run it through this little sponge in between colors to clean off your brush. It fits in the compact. It's so cool. They literally have thought of everything. And so, again, it's all about simplifying your beauty. All right, so I'm going to go in with Lily, but look how light Lily is in comparison. So where am I going to avoid Lily? I'm going to avoid Lily up here in my brow bone because it protrudes. If you don't have deep set eyes, you could use Lily in other places, but sometimes just applying that theory of light is going to bring an area forward. And if you already have something that's maybe you want to actually draw your eye away from it, then don't put something light there. All right, so I'm just going to tap. It's this beautiful lavender, by the way. You might not even be able to tell, but it is the lightest lavender. And I'm just going to tap it on top of my accent highlight. So this also will help my next color to be able to go over it much easier because I'm placing this nice little canvas of powder over top of the cream. Okay, look at what I'm doing. So I am actually pressing this in, and this is going to help get into all the creases and crevices. I always get so envious when I'm watching some women put eyeshadows on because they don't have a lot of texture on their eyelids. And I'm thinking, wow, your eyeshadow went on so easy. Why is that not happening for me? And a lot of it has to do with your technique in putting the eyeshadow on your eyes. It also has to do with whether or not you're using a clean brush and being patient. Okay, we don't have to be in a hurry all the time. All right, now let's go into Eternal. It's this beautiful, like, burgundy. All right, and now let's just back to my situation again. I have deep set eyes. That means that my crease is really deep. All right, so and it's already dark. Like, you can see my crease is dark, and I even put Lily in it, but my crease is dark. So if I put a dark color in my crease, it's going to make my crease appear deeper. My eyes appear deeper, which is going to make this area protrude even more. So I don't want to put just this dark color there. It might fall a little bit there, but I'm going to concentrate on the outside of that. All right, so I'm going to go in a little bit more with the denser end. And this is the area that I want to concentrate on. Okay? Give me a heart if this is obvious to you. Okay? Let me know if you can see that this is the magic number 7. You see that? Now, this is going to make my eyes appear bigger. Right? Now, I need to blend that. That's just messy. So now I'm going to blend this in. Placement is everything. Don't want you to overthink it, but I do want you to learn what's right for your eyes. And so you can actually even see just the difference, and you can see the color. That's what we want. We want to be able to see the color. Why are you going to put color somewhere that nobody's going to be able to see? All right. Now I'm just going to go in with a little bit more, and I use the fluffy end, and I'm just going to fill in this area right here, just a little bit more. Okay, and then once you have the exact location of the placement, you can go in and you know, just be a little bit more carefree with it. But if I would have taken this and just went in my crease, it just would have made my crease look deeper. All right, so I'll show you again. I'm gonna, this is very little product. All right, I see my crease, but this is where I'm aiming. Okay, and then I'm gonna go down to the corner of my eye. If you have hooded eyes, this is the same thing you're going to do. Okay, you're gonna keep your eyes open, you're gonna look straight ahead, and you're going to put your pretend crease where you think it should be, okay? And, you know, hooded eyes come in all shapes and sizes, but the premise is the same. You can't put color under the hood. I mean, you can, but why? Nobody's gonna see it. So you have to create the illusion that you have a crease. Okay, and then ultimately it makes your eyes look bigger. And then I'm just kind of using these circular motions. Again, when you have heavily textured eyelids and your skin is moving left to right, while you're doing this, you have to work a little bit harder, okay? We see videos all the time of women who make it look so easy, and truly, it is easy. You just have to take the time to do it, okay? Clean brush and proper placement, and then the magic is really in the blending. All right, so that's color. So we used 2 colors. Both of these are gonna be 50% off. And then this guy right here, this is Una. I'll take it and I'll just place a wee little bit right here on the movable lid. I like shimmer on my eyelid, but you're not gonna see me put shimmer anywhere else. You're not gonna see me put shimmer in my crease. You're never gonna see me put shimmer underneath of my brow bone, because that would be like magnifying all the things that I'm working real hard to de-emphasize. Okay, now I'm gonna just go ahead and take a little bit of Eternal, and I'm gonna pull it out here in the outer corner. Do y'all use eyeshadow for your eyeliner? Consider it, because it looks soft. Look how soft that looks. All right, if you are interested in anything from this video, this demo, all you gotta do is comment live. All of it's coming right to you, including getting a personal color match. It's totally free. You just have to send me a selfie, and it's safe with me, okay? I never post it anywhere, ever, nor would I ever, in natural light. So don't lay in your bed at midnight and snap a selfie for me. Don't do that. It's not natural light. You wouldn't want me matching you to the color of your artificial lighting in your bathroom, in your bedroom. You want me to match you to your actual skin tone, okay? And a lot of people will also think natural light means go outside and take it in direct sunlight. No, that's not natural either. That's overexposed. That's not the natural color that we are. When I do makeup, I want it to be the kind of makeup that I can talk to somebody 3 feet away, and that they are like, wow, I mean, I can tell she's wearing makeup, but like, it looks so natural. I don't want it to be overdone. So those are the kinds of things that you will see me doing and teaching. I am using Thrive mascara. I also really like Prime Lash. This is more waterproof. And this is more, comes off. I like how actually Thrive comes off. But if I know that I need my mascara to hold tight, if I'm going to be doing you know, long lasting, maybe eyes watering, crying, laughing, all the things I need, then I will use the Prime Lash. I am using brown mascara as well. Okay, this one, actually, I don't know if they call it brown. It's called Crystal through Thrive. All right. I bounce back and forth from brown to black, but sometimes black can be really harsh on me. This is about as natural as a look as you can get, but this is a look that I would go to any holiday party wearing. Okay, and so what would be the final step would be, if you want longevity, if you want your makeup to stay put for a long period of time, then you probably need to set it. Although, because I'm into looking for simple and cleaner products to set, if this one is called the Plush and Prep Spray, it has hyaluronic acid in it. You can use it before your makeup. I like to use it after, so I'm just going to take my beauty blender and then tap on lightly. All right, so I don't have to use a separate primer anymore. I used to, but when you get your skin in good shape, you might not have to prime. Believe it or not, you might not have to. So if you're interested in getting any of the information, comment live. I'll send you all the links. My name is Kim. I am an over 50 makeup teacher. I would love to be able to help you if you have or need help choosing colors, finding the right products that will work best for you. Just reach out, okay? Totally an open book. You guys, I hope that you enjoy this holiday season if you celebrate, and may you be blessed with your families, and I'll see you soon.